The GTOAT. And if you don't know that, then you don't know me. Anyways, guys, it's Tuesday, November 4th. We're looking at IONQ. Guys, this is a big one. This is a big one. Mark Newton was right. Look, this is the first grappler. This is the first one. Look, the gap up comes down. But more importantly, let's look at the weekly chart. See? Because we want to get that win. Look. This is how you know there's some real money. So it came down, it spiked up, and this is a bottoming tail right here. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. So it came down, spiked up, and it created a bottoming tail on the spike up. So it spiked up, went down, then went back up. But it's a spike up, gap up. Then it went up, came down, it closed below the bottoming tail, right? If you look very closely, this close on this red bar is below the tail. Then look, boom, gap up again. And this is the second one. Listen, this is the BOTOM. And I spelt that incorrectly. But this is the bottom right here. I'm telling y'all right now. And if we look, you can see it clearly. Gap up. This is a major move. Went below, came down. Now you're looking for the second gap up. Boom. There you go. You can even get in right here, but this is the bottom. This is beautiful. And we're going to look at another play called QUBT, which is like its cousin. This is another quantum computing play. Same thing. Came down, gapped up. Came down, gapped up. This is the bottom right here. And if you look on the weekly chart, look. Came down, gapped up, create a bottoming tail. Price closed below the bottoming tail. Second gap up. That's the bottom. And like I always tell you guys, the market rhymes. Look, same thing came here. Came down, gapped up. Price closed below the first gap. Came down, gapped up. That was the bottom. Look, that was the bottom here. And then we went for about 60. You feel me? Let's see how much we went. We went for 70. And if you're a real gangster, you'll go for 80. But this is how it works. This is how it works every time. When you're looking for certain plays. And where's another one? There's another one around here somewhere. Oh. Those are the two I was looking at. Oh. Deck. Oh my goodness, guys. This one's looking phenomenal. Like, look at this. Just look at this. Let's zoom in on the daily chart. This is so beautiful. These are my favorite plays. Comes down, gap up. Comes down and comes down, gaps up again. That's the bottom right there. But what you really want to do is wait for price to dip below the bottom and see where it touches. That is the exact bottom. I'm telling you. That is the exact bottom. And the bottom price is, let's see, let's click on that, 79.23. Listen, and I'm telling you, it is going to minimum go to the bottom of here. But that's TP1. TP2 fills the gap up here. Guys, folks, excuse me. This is how I move. And there's another one in Bitfarm. My goodness gracious. Look. Let me get rid of all these lines. It's not getting rid of it. It's not deleting. Folks, it's not deleting. Okay, let's close it. Let's get back in. Bitfarm. Look. Okay. Okay, all right. Look. I don't know. This is one of those ones that I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is like a C- play. because I know this is C minus potential A plus play, but I know one thing: it must fill this gap. It must come to here, which would be beautiful. But I don't know how it's gonna do it. These are the kind of plays I'm not gonna front. I don't see it that well. I see it on the hourly chart. Right? Because what happens, it came down, gapped up, broke below the gap up. But see, it didn't load up the way I like it to load up, right? What I mean by load up is, see this green bar? I like for price to close below the green bar, to touch the bottom. It didn't. It came close, it closed this bar, but I feel like the green, a really, really nice one would have closed below this one. Anyways, and then this is the second load up. And that's the bottom, in my opinion. But like I said, like, it didn't do it in a clean fashion. I like things to be clean. I like things to do things in a nice way. And then if we get what we wanted from this one would be, oh my goodness, 75. It's 75 piece right there. Y'all see that? 75 points. That's straight Kobe. 75 points in the game. You know what I'm saying? This is what I call legendary. When I say 75 points, I'm referring to basketball, obviously, but 75 points in a game. You know what I'm saying? One game, 4 quarters, boom. And that will happen very fast, I'm telling you right now. But I don't know when it's gonna happen. There's another one, QBTS. But this one's got a long way to go, in my opinion. This, to me, is the bottom right here. But as I said, these are the plays where they're not that clean. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they're not clean. They're not clean. You look at the weekly chart, they look weird. They just don't look clean. I like clean plays. That's what I like. I like clean plays that are clean, plays that are nice, plays that are just clean. This is not clean. You know, this is just whatever, in my opinion. As I said, I can't see it like that. I see it here because it comes down, it gaps up, and I would assume that it would come back to here. But as I said, these aren't my kind of, this ain't my cup of tea. But ironically enough, November 6th is earnings in the morning. So maybe I'll do a gap down to here and then I'll start doing something nice for us. But yeah. Anyways, folks, that's just a little something from me. You guys have a great day. Appreciate it. Let me know how you feel about my videos, man. I love my videos, man. I like the way I do it with the pencil. I feel like it's just so nice. See, this is a decent one in Clean Spark. See, what happened is, you can see. So what happens? See, this is what I see on this one. I'll break this one down for you. See, this is a red bar, but really the red is only this much. See? I'll show you what I mean. So let's highlight that bar. All right, as you can see, we've highlighted this bar. It's negative 0.82. As big as it is, this is the weekly chart, by the way. As big as this bar is, right? It's only negative 0.82. So what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to get across here is, this bar opened bigger than this little 0.82. So when price closes below it, this bar, it's like a big green bar right here, solid green bar. And what happens, price closes below that, and then you look for a gap up day. So price closes below it, and then look, there's the gap up day right there. And it's gone right down to the bottom. As I said, these are the ones I like, these ones, but at the same time, you know, where is it now? Boom. Yeah. Anyways, I like these ones, but I feel like this is the bottom, but I could be wrong. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. You can keep coming with bangers. But yo, this is the one. Once again, deck. That's the one. Let's look at Cava quickly too. Let's take a quick look at Cava, because Cava was, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, it's doing it. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, it's doing it. See, remember? Breakthrough, load up. That's kind of the bottom, but it has to come back down and do what it's supposed to do. But earnings is tomorrow morning, so yeah, that looks like a good one. I can't, in my opinion, but you guys have a great day. Appreciate you guys. Cava looks pretty good. Anyways, have a great day.